All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing his truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, I want to touch on Matthew 15. All right, and the reason for this video is because you have Christians out there that use this to try to debunk the dietary law. They try to use Matthew 15 to say that we can eat anything. It's not what goes inside the mouth which defiles him. It's what comes out. And they use that part. It's not what goes inside of the mouth to say, well, food goes inside the mouth. And on surface level, that might seem correct, but that's not what this is talking about. All right? Because when you break it down, when you just look at the context of what's actually going on, they're talking about eating with unclean hands, unwashed hands. So this is what Yahweh Shai, this is why Yahweh Shai told him that's not what goes inside of the mouth. Like if you don't wash your hands or whatever before you eat, that doesn't make you unclean or anything. There's no law that says that you have to do that. All right? It's what proceedeth out of the mouth. All right? Your actions, your ways, as a matter of fact, he gets into it in the 18th verse. So this is not talking about no food. All right? Matthew 15:1, and we read, Then came to Yahweh Shai scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the traditions of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. But he answered and said unto them, that's Yahweh Shai speaking in the red, Why do ye also transgress the commandments of the Most High by your traditions? See? For the Most High commanded, saying, Honor thy father and mother. He that curseth father or mother, let him die to death. But ye say, Whosoever shall say to his father and his mother, It is a gift by whosoever thou mightest be profited by me, and honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free. Thus have ye made the commandments of the Most High non-effect by your traditions, ye hypocrites. Well did Elijah prophesy of you, saying, This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. And that's what that was, man. That's a tradition of amongst them. They made that up amongst themselves and pushed that like that was a commandment. And like, now you're looking at you like you off if you don't wash your hands. Look at how it's shining them disciples. They ain't washing their hands. Look. That's a tradition of men. Like, where's that in the law? That's a commandment of man. All right. And he called the multitude and said unto them, Hear and understand, not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man. See, they're talking about unwashed hands and not talking about food. But they'll twist the scriptures and say, see, it's what goes inside the mouth. No food goes inside the mouth. You see? So they use that for food, but it's not what it's talking about. So we just got the context. Continuing. But that which cometh out of the mouth, that this defileth a man. And then they'll turn around and say, oh, that's talking about like cursing and things like that. No, it's not talking about that. All right? Because Paul used strong language. He said, though I am rude in speech, I am not in knowledge. Right? You see? So it's not talking about cursing. This is talking about you're not washing your hands. It's not what goes inside of the mouth. It's what proceeded out of the mouth. Let's continue. Then came his disciples and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? But he answered and said, Every plant which my heavenly Father have not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. See, that's what these Christians are, man, teaching you all this bullshit, man. Commandments of men and totally just butchering the scriptures, man. Saying you don't have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. We'll see how that works out for you. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. Then answered Peter and said unto him, declare unto us this parable. And Yahushua said, are ye also yet without understanding? Do not yet ye understand? Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever entereth in at the mouth goeth into the belly? So if you don't wash your hands, say you was working the field, you just came in, grabbed a sandwich, and start eating. Well, whatever dirt that you have on your hands or whatever is you're gonna chew it up with the food. It's gonna go into the belly, right? It's gonna hit that stomach acid, and it's gonna go through the digestive process. And what's gonna happen? And it is cast out into the drought, right? You're gonna use the bathroom. That shit gonna be out of you. That's what's gonna happen with that, right? 18. But those things which proceed out of the mouth cometh forth from the heart, right? And the heart is your mind, and they defile the man. Now he's going to get into it. So, this is just not an interpretation of great. I mean, I'm not part of Great Millstone, but I learned from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. So they have the real doctrine. So this is not just an interpretation of the Hebrew Israelites GMS. Let's hear straight out of Yahweh's mouth. For out of the heart, which is the mind, proceed evil thoughts, see, murders, adulteries, fornications, theft, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man. But to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. He just said it right there. To eat with unwashed hands. He just said it. So why are they using this to justify them having an unclean diet? Malachi 3 and 6, it says, Yahweh change. Let's get it. Malachi 3 and 6, and we read, for I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. The Lord said he never changes, man. He don't change. He told you don't eat that shit. You're not going to eat it. He's not going to say something is wicked on one side of the book, all right, and then get to the other side and then talking about everything's changed now. The Lord said he don't change, all right? And Yahweh Shai wasn't eating that shit neither, right? Let's get Hebrews 13 and I believe 5. I think it's Hebrews 13 and 5. Let me see if it's 5. 13. It was a precept I wanted where Yahweh Shai said, I am the same. Let me see, hold on. Well, it's 8. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever. You see that? He's the same, all right? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever. You see? So he keeps the laws, all right? Yahweh Shai never ate no ham, no pork, all right? He the same yesterday, today, and forever. All right. So anytime you bump into any of these Christians and they try to use this to say they can eat anything, no. All right. Bring them down. Let's read it from the top and go down to 11. You go all the way down to 18 or 19. And that right there will give you your answer. Mark 7 and 18 gets into the same thing. Eating with unwashed hands. But they'll try to use Mark 7 also to try to say that they can eat anything. And that's not what it's talking about. All right. So with that, I hope it was edifying. It's just, a video getting into the dietary laws, spirit jump. So, cut the camera on. So with that, hope it was edifying. Hope you could take something from this. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.